are, and with Ichiko and Momoko beginning the Urban Dare.
We are two
They seem very prepared, very calm and relaxed, which is a good
belly
thing.
of a whale.
Any comments from the two of you?
Its ribs are ceiling beams,
and we are going
its
to
guts
win.
are carpeting. I guess we have some time to kill.
Very excited for winning the race
You may
today.
not remember me. I was a child of 3, and you a lad of 18.
This is our videographer, Chris.
But I remember you, and I will relate to you.
Here are the competitors
Histories in a
now
wheel.
fueling up.
At the time
there, look
you
at that.
were a rake and a roustabout.
Urban Dare was like a one-day amazing race in San Francisco. They provided us with 2 sets of 6 clues. The first set upon answering a trivia question at the outset, and the second set if you got to the location of clue number 6 before 2:45 p.m. The clues were not provided in any particular order. The only place you had to be before 2:45 p.m. was at the location number 6 to get the second set of clues for the next half of the race.
As time wore on, you grew the dead-ridden drunken man, leaving my mother a poor consumptive rent. Oh, and then you disappeared.
My strategy, which didn't really work, was to make our first stop the Monadnock Law Library. My thought was, if we got our answers to all the clues at the outset, we could then map out the locations and streamline our race. Unfortunately, his master plan didn't take into account the possibility that all of the computers would be taken on a Saturday afternoon.
Before she did, I took her hand as she dying cried. Oh,
Fortunately, we had a plan B. Since Geri and I didn't have iPhones like everyone else in the race, we set up a network of support. For the most part, that was Ilia and Jason. They did most of our historical research and helped us find the clues that gave us our next location. The air was soft, the stars so fine, the promise of every cobbled alley so great. This was our first clue. This was the line of a poem written by beatnik writer Jack Kerouac describing an alley in San Francisco that was later named after him. We finally found this line right here on the ground.
until a priory took pity and hired me to keep their vestry nice and neat. But never once in the employ of these holy...
Chris was the man behind the scenes. Not only was he an awesome videographer, but he went above and beyond the call of duty, helping us hold our jackets, getting us water, and being the moral support that got us through the day.
One night I overheard the prior exchanging words.
From here, the race progressed. We followed a series of cryptic statements that prompted phone calls to Ilia and Jason. They assisted us in locating obscure pieces of sculpture, identifying historical figures, solving mathematical equations, and deciphering vague historical references, all of which culminated in hints about where our next destination would be.
They must get to the next staging area before Bishop Martini is burned at the stake.
Despite showing up at a few of the wrong locations and losing time on public transportation, dares, and challenges, we still made it to Lombard Street before 2:45 p.m. and qualified for the second half of the race.
I was getting my muskets clean when came this rumbling from beneath. The ocean shook, the sky went black, and the captain
Doubting the sanity of my own mission.
Joys of a giant whale. Don't know how I survived. The crew all was chewed alive. I must have slipped between his teeth.
There seems
But oh, what
just no
providence,
end in sight.
what divine intelligence, that you
What?
should survive as well as me.
Almost there. 3 more to go.
It gives my heart great joy to see your eyes fill with fear. So lean in close and I will whisper the last words you'll hear. Oh.
Since we got our clues for part 2, we were still in the running to finish. As it was with all the marathons, dragon boat races, and century rides we competed in, our goals for Urban Dare were the same, just to have fun and not to finish last. That we accomplished, and to our surprise, we even beat about 20 teams to boot.
Is it?
We made it to the final, and
So now we get to drink?
after a lot of people, but still, yeah.